Hey, folks, it's Mark Arum. I hope you're enjoying the Mark Arum Show podcast. A reminder, you can hear this very radio show live Monday through Friday. We're live 6 to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk. A good Tuesday, everybody. Mark Arum here with my pals, an abbreviated edition of the Mark Arum Show, because we've got Georgia basketball coming up in about 30 minutes or so. The Bulldogs basketball season kicks off here on your home of the Dogs, so we don't have much time. I want to talk about, do you guys get Amazon delivery at your house?
Day.
Oh, yeah.
All the time? Yeah. So it's a thing now at my house, too.
Okay.
Maya buys, the UPS guy is on a first-name basis with me.
Absolutely.
Guys. So... Amazon's pretty amazing. I use it often to buy stuff. So this winter, I've decided to drive to Connecticut to see my folks with Bosco.
Yeah.
I thought about
That's
getting
The train. You couldn't do the train, right?
Well, the train wouldn't work out, and I just can't do that fake comfort dog pass from a vet.
You have to have like something wrong with you. You can't just fake it.
Well, most people fake them.
No, they get fake notes and
so
that they can take
Yeah.
their pets on. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, what is it, comfort animal, whatever.
Yeah. I thought you had to have
so
it.
I can't. I just, in good conscience, I can't do that. So I'm going to drive up again this year, which is fine.
Right.
You
have a nice enough car.
I don't take my car.
Rental.
Remember that time when I had the car trouble in North Carolina? I was stuck there for 4 days.
Yeah.
I rent a car now.
Really?
Yeah. Clark Howard says rent a car. Put those miles on a rental.
Yeah, we do that.
Not your own car.
Okay.
So I'm going to rent a car. I'm going to take Bosco with me, and then Maya will fly up. Whatever.
I got a crate if you need it to put it in the car.
No, I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good. Thank you though. He's trying to get star of the show already on a short show. So I couldn't fall asleep last night because I kept thinking, this is so dumb. This is what kept me up asleep last night. So Bosco tore her ACL on her back left leg, and so she struggles going upstairs now. And I remembered at my parents' house, they've got like these super slippery hardwood floors. So like that kept me up. I'm like, oh, Bosco, how can I bring her back? I'm gonna have to carry her up, blah blah blah. So I woke up and I told Maya what was keeping me up, and she goes, oh, let's go on Amazon and look for these stair mats.
Oh, yeah.
Like these little rubber things.
Rubber things you put on them, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to talk about like a doggy shoes or something.
No.
Little
Well,
dog
make a little
boots.
doggy shoe, little
That'd be
doggy
a nice
boots.
invention, doggy shoes.
Yeah, I'm sure they make them.
They
So
do.
we get on Amazon and we find these like little rubber mats that you put on each stair.
Mm-hmm.
So there's traction. I guess it's for humans mostly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes, we had them in our basement
Yeah.
steps.
So I was like, that's perfect, and they're replaceable, so they're not permanent. So
that's
they
good.
just peel up and peel down, whatever. So I was like, I'm going to order them on Amazon. So I ordered them on Amazon, and I was like, oh, you know what? Well, I don't need them in my house because I got carpet on my stairs.
Right.
I'll just send them to my mom's house, so I don't have to drive up with them, and it'll be there. So I do that, and I forget to tell my mom that I ordered them. And Amazon Prime, like literally, it's the next day.
Yeah.
It's quick. So Maya's like, hey, I just got notification that your Amazon delivery got sent to Connecticut and it was delivered. I was like, that fast? Holy cow. So I called my mom and I'm like, hey, and before I could even say anything, she goes, let me ask you a question. I'm like, what's that, Mom? She goes, I got this Amazon package. And I was like, yes, that's me. She's like, oh, my goodness. Like, I threw a whole day in a tizzy. She's like, I get this Amazon package. And I open it up, and it's things for my stairs. And I'm like, I didn't order this. Maybe I misordered it. So I logged onto my account, and I didn't order it. And I was like, well, maybe they sent it to me by mistake. And what do I do? Do I keep, like, she was having this whole...
All because you forgot to tell your mom.
because I forgot to tell her that I was ordering these little doggy rubber stairs to the house. But it was like, literally, that's what happens when you're retired, Longoria.
Okay.
That one little thing like that takes over your day.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
When you don't got nothing else to do. What does she have to do?
A random Amazon package. It was like through a whole day. She's like, I had to cancel lunch with Joyce.
Oh,
Because
God.
I had to get to the bottom of what was going on with the Amazon package.
Go, Mark.
But yeah, so if you're going to say, I love that too, that you can send people stuff from
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Do you remember, Chuck, a couple years ago, I sent Erickson that Viking helmet?
Yeah, and he had no idea who
He had no
sent it.
idea who sent it. I was like, Chuck, give me Erickson's home address.
He posted
Chuck-
online. He was all excited. He's like, I have no idea who gave
Yeah.
it to me, but it's so cool.
Yeah. And
No
Chuck
idea.
doesn't keep the Kingdom secrets very well. He's like, oh, here's Erickson's home
Yeah,
address.
Yeah.
Here's his
hand
social
it out.
security number. But I love that. You could just send secret gifts because you just put in, no return address or no gift receipt or anything like that. So I want that trend to start now. That's why I'm bringing this story up.
Okay.
You're wondering, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
We're entering the Christmas season, the giving season, if you will, Longoria.
Okay.
And I want people to do that. And the best part about the Amazon surprise gift is it doesn't have to be anything big. Like, my mom got rubber stair mat things, like, and she was befuddled. But, like, something cool, just, I don't know, Deb Green, like,
I accept records.
yeah, like, send
Yeah.
Deb Green some vinyl, or Longoria a hoodie, or Chuck some gun oil or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a
Nice.
thing, right? Gun oil?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. But I don't know. I want to start that trend where let's just send, I mean, not to anonymous people.
Yeah, not to randos.
Yeah, no.
No,
don't just,
that is creepy.
yeah, don't just pick an address out of the phone book. But, like,
That would be
I don't
weird.
know, like your aunt,
Yeah.
your Aunt Mitzi. You send Aunt Mitzi a thing of fudge. I don't know, whatever. I just think that's cool. And then that's the cool part of social media, because Erickson, when I sent him the secret Viking helmet, he didn't know who sent it. He posted it on
He immediately posted
Twitter. He's like, "Who sent me this Viking helmet?" I was like, "Yeah, that's me. That's me."
Did you ever tell him that you sent it to him?
Yeah, of
We
course.
found it,
Yeah, of
yeah.
course. Yeah. Did he throw that away?
No, it's in
You
his
still- You
office.
still got it?
Yeah.
His office.
Yeah.
Chuck's office.
Chuck.
No, his office at home.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, no, not here. He keeps all his cool stuff
All
in
right.
his
That's
office
really
at home.
Chuck's office.
If you want to send Doug Turnbull some secret treasures, NASCAR is always a good thing. Just, we don't have much time here, guys, because we got Georgia basketball coming up. Tip-off after the Mark Arum
I think
show.
it's after 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pre-game at 6:30.
Pre-game
then.
6:35.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So we talked about that road rage story yesterday in Atlanta, which was pretty crazy because it was a guy in a moped that shot somebody after a road rage incident, which is just crazy. And I didn't have time yesterday to tell my road rage story.
Oh, yeah.
The only time I felt like something was going to go down on the road. So this was 2000-ish, 2001-ish, and I was dating a girl that went to Georgia. She was a student at the University of Georgia, lived in Athens. And I was driving home one night from her house because I worked morning drive. So I was driving home. It was probably a Sunday night, we'll say, at like, I don't know, 9:30 p.m. I'm like, all right, I got to go home, go to sleep. I get up and do traffic the next morning. So I'm on 316, heading westbound between Athens and Atlanta. And you guys have been on 316, right? It's it's a pretty major stretch of pavement. And I'm going north of 70, 75 miles an hour. I'm going over the speed limit, but I'm in the right lane, which is, and this truck comes up behind me. And when I say an inch and a half from my bumper, that's no exaggeration. I've never been tailgated by anyone going 75 miles an hour before. It was frightening. And I'm in the right lane. And, like, you can go to the left lane and pass me. I am freaking out because I don't want to tap my brakes because I'm dead. So I speed
he's
up a
gonna
little
hit you.
bit. I'm trying to get some room so I can move over to the left. Dude stays on my bumper. Longoria, inch and a half at the most. It's night. It's dark. I'm freaking out. I'm like, what is going on here? I'm just in survival mode at this point. I'm like white gripping the wheel.
Yeah.
I'm up to like 85 now, trying to get some separation from this guy. And in the distance, there's a quick trip. I forgot what intersection it is, but I see that like coming over the horizon. I'm like, all right, there's an exit. Like I can get off of 316 at this, and I'm dripping sweat. I'm literally fearing for my life. Like, did I do something to this guy? It's this big pickup truck, a slice of paper, a sheet of paper away from my back bumper. I'm freaking out. So I see the quick trip like a glorious thing that I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be saved by quick trip.
Yeah.
So I have to exit off at quick trip at 80 miles an hour to get off the exit. Otherwise, this guy's gonna run up slam my bumper. And as I turn around, as I'm getting off the exit to see what's going on behind me, like I'm expecting this guy to be waving a gun or whatever, and there's someone like resting right up against the steering wheel, like an inch from the steering wheel, looking straight ahead. And I turn and look, and son of a biscuit, it's WSB's Mark Ale Wine.
Get out of here.
I swear to
You
God. I swear. Like, I literally thought I was going to lose my life, and it's Ale Wine just randomly tailgating me, though, at 85.
He didn't know it was you.
No idea it was me. No idea it was
Probably
me.
didn't even know
see
he
him.
was tailgating.
Yeah,
With his
and
eyes, he probably thought he had
I
30
went-
30
Yeah,
feet.
yeah.
the
Two
wave,
cars lean.
the wave of emotions I had was from like fear of death to total shock to just hilarious laughter. Like,
Did you ever tell him?
yeah, I told him. I
Did he believe you?
He's like, I wasn't tailgating you. I'm like, dude, like, I'm not exaggerating. Like this, he was a thimble away from my back bumper at 85 miles an hour. So, I mean, this was 19 years ago now.
Yeah, maybe he's learned how to drive. since
Yeah, So if you're ever getting extremely tailgated on 316, and between, I don't even know if anyone takes 316 anymore,
Yeah.
but God bless. I mean, I've never been that nervous in my life because 85 miles an hour,
Yeah.
and there's
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Somebody on your butt.
it's
yeah.
freaky scary, and I was like, if I survive, I'm like. I'm literally praying at the wheel, like I'm speaking Hebrew. I'm like Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, and I'm every prayer I
Giving
can get
yourself
out,
last
and
rites.
I'm like, I've got both hands on the wheel. And I'm like, I'm gonna die. What did I do to this guy? Like I'm thinking like Mad Max, where they, anyway, and it's freaking ale wine,
Ale wine.
our favorite overnight fast food guru.
Well, he had to get to Quick Trip. Maybe he was trying to get to Quick Trip to get some hot dogs.
No,
or
he
something.
just kept.
Oh.
He went zooming right by me. But he would think, I mean, because let's say hypothetically, I was going 70 when he first started tailgating me.
Yeah.
I went up to 85, and he didn't.
He's like, man, this dude's giving me some room.
Yeah, wouldn't go around me. There's like nothing.
He
Well,
was
probably
using
couldn't
you as
see
a
the other
pace
lanes.
car.
Yeah,
You
he-
kept speeding up. He kept speeding up. That's all it
He was
was.
riding in my wake like Jay Black should ride in Russing Gainesville's wake. So that was my road rage story from last night. I didn't get a chance to do it. So if you're ever being tailgated on 316 Longoria, Low T or Deb Green, relax. It's okay. It's just
ale wine.
ale wine coming into work.
I don't know if I can relax, but
Yeah.
I just don't know who it is.
Yeah, I should have been waving my hand outside, like hold my WSB radio hat out the window, like, hey, it's me, it's me. All right, you get traffic updates every 6 minutes for your drive home. All right, welcome back. Final segment of this really super short segment of the Mark Arum Show, episode of the Mark Arum Show. Georgia Bulldog basketball coming up straight ahead. This is a story that drives me nuts. So I've told you folks many times in the story how much I love entrepreneurship, the ability to go out and do your own thing and make your own business, whatever.
Yes, I know what you're going to talk
I
about.
love it. This story infuriates me. So apparently, Chuck, this is your neck of the woods, and kind of
Uh-oh.
Deb's, I guess, Minnesota.
Midwest.
Guy, apparently there are no Krispy Kremes in Minnesota.
Seems
None.
implausible.
I would imagine
We
there's
don't
none
have
in
them
Montana
We
either.
don't have them in Wisconsin either.
Yeah. All right. So this entrepreneurial college student would drive hundreds of miles to the nearest Krispy Kreme donut shop, and he would buy 100 boxes of Krispy Kreme donuts.
Wow.
Okay. 100 boxes, each carrying 12 donuts. That's 1,200 donuts, Longoria. I'll do the math for
Okay,
you.
thank you for that.
And he was charged $17 to $20 per box. Am I reading that right?
Yeah, 17 to 20.
Anyways, he would buy them at whatever the regular retail value was, and then drive them to Minnesota and sell them at a markup because they're amazing donuts.
Yeah.
And people loved them, and he was doing that as a business, which I think is so smart. Like I would do that with Whataburger, Longoria. Like if
I
you could
wish
get,
you would.
exactly.
I'd pay 17 to 20 bucks a Whataburger.
But Krispy Kreme has now told him to stop selling the donuts. He was driving to Nebraska to pick up the donuts, then driving to Minnesota. Why Nebraska has a Krispy Kreme and Minnesota doesn't? But why does Krispy Kreme care about
That's
this?
a long drive, too. Because
a
I think
really
it was
long drive.
Minneapolis, so it's not even like the southern part of the
No.
state.
No, you're
It's
like
a
driving-
long drive.
It's like 6 hours.
Yeah.
A long haul. But shouldn't I mean, I don't know why Krispy Kreme is saying this is a bad thing. Like,
Well, I mean, I guess he could tamper with them and then give them to these people. They get sick. They're going to think,
'Cause
oh,
it's
it's
their
Krispy
name.
Kreme.
consumer
Blah, blah,
advocate
blah, blah.
Longoria
Yeah.
chiming in on that.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I just thought
Plus
it was
he's making a profit off
This
of it.
is their quote. We appreciate Jason's passion for Krispy Kreme and his entrepreneurial spirit as he pursues his education, but stop doing it.
That's literally what it says?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not stop doing it. I added that part at the end.
Oh, God. I was like, wow, that was a
Just
hell
stop
of a
doing it.
letter.
I just think like
Maybe
good
he should
for that
do without
guy.
letting anybody know about it, and then how are they going to know?
Well, if it was around
now
the
that him
school,
buying 100 boxes of Krispy Kreme
I mean,
donuts.
with social media, it's
They're
hard
moving
not to.
product though. They're selling 100 boxes.
Here's
on
what
a
they
Saturday.
should do, though, for better press. They should have reached out to the kid and then talked to him about opening
Opening
up
a
a
franchise.
franchise,
Yeah.
a branch there. Like, clearly it's needed.
Yeah.
Here's a kid who really likes him and is smart enough to do it. Why not give him a
Reminds me of that
franchise?
Seinfeld episode where they tried to bring their deposit bottles to Michigan.
Yeah, like in the mail trucks.
More money.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that story, I mean, I love Krispy Kreme. That story just makes me mad. Good for that kid, paying down his student debt. He's a senior at Metropolitan State University in St. Paul.
Yeah, they
I
coulda
thought that was a
handled
good
that
story. All right, we're going to do Star of the Show, Longoria?
Sure.
All right, Star of the Show.
And now, are you guys ready for the Mark Arum Star of the Show?
Alewine, Mark Alewine, for tailgating me 19 years ago. Get star of the show. We'll continue the conversation on Twitter and Instagram at Mark Arum, Facebook Mark Arum WSB. Full show tomorrow, Deb Green, correct?
That's right.
With Millennial Match Game.
Absolutely.
And a fast food review. All right, on Twitter and Instagram at Mark Arum. Georgia basketball next on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Guests of the Mark Arum Show stay at the All Suite Omni Hotel, located in the heart of Chicago's Magnificent Mile.